was told it was a wire-to-wire victory after the last 3 games, all going down to either the last possession or very close to it. It was nice to have a game like that. I thought we started off pretty well, pretty good first half. Made that 3, kind of closed the gap. Otherwise, we felt really good about it. Obviously, we didn't start the second half very well. We were disappointed. We talked about we had double-digit leads the last 3 games at some point in the second half. This one, we were starting the second half with 1, and we needed to get better and mature as a team to expand that lead and, so to speak, put them away. And we didn't start off the second half very well. We made some subs. I was not happy with them. And Anthony Hempstead stepped up, made some shots, and got us back going. And then we were able to reestablish ourselves in the second half and basically close them out.
Will you talk a little bit about Anthony's work on Brown? And Brown's a really good shooter.
He's averaging 18 and a half a game,
Right.
just in the MAC. And we gave him all the respect that he deserves. Ant's developed into a tremendous defender. I say that. He was a part of the team that gave up 42 to Pollard. But by and large, he's certainly developed into our best perimeter defender. He's always had the characteristics of one, and now he's kind of taken some pride with it and some ownership of it. And it's nice as a coach to know you got a guy when you're facing a team that's got a good perimeter score that you can put him on. I mean, more times than not, he's going to slow him down.
What has he done that's made him a better perimeter defender?
He's always had the quickness, the timing, the athleticism. He's just taken it as a challenge, and he's been more consistent with his practice habits, with his doing it every day, not just on game day. And it's a source of pride for him now. And it's really good to see, and like I said, it's a luxury as a coach.
Defense turned into offense. You talk about the perimeter, shot almost 4 blocks. It seemed like they were trying to get inside, but then quickly you get the block and turn it into a 3.
Yeah, I wish I could take some credit for that, but I can't. He's an eraser. You make a mistake out front, perimeter gets beat, blow an assignment, and it's nice to have a guy like that waiting in the wings. And like you said, he not only erases the shot, but he also usually keeps it in bounds. He bangs it off the backboard or keeps it in play, and it gives us an opportunity to get some runouts. And that's just a tremendous asset for us.
Can you talk a little bit about dealing with the turnovers or taking advantage, I guess, because they had 17, but you guys had 15. However, you were scoring and getting points off the turnovers, making them hurt, whereas they did some of that, but not nearly as much as you did.
Turnovers have slowly become an issue for us offensively. We had averaged, I think, 11.9 going into the Akron game, and then we had 24, I think, against Central. We had 15 against Akron, and then we had Northern, we had another 15 tonight. So it's something that we have to shore up. But we talk about changing ends on the other side of the coin all the time. We're better in transition. Most teams are at this point when you get in the MAC play or any league for that matter, because of the scouting and everybody knowing each other so well. So we want to try to convert missed shots, turnovers, even if we get the ball out of the net and try to score before the defense gets set. I'm not sure why they didn't have as many opportunities tonight. I felt like going to the game that at some spots we were a little more athletic, and we talked about just running, just changing ends on the floor, regardless if it was O to D or D to O, and it looks like we did a pretty good job.
Well, you also talked about the three-point shooting from Spencer, 5 of 5, and you mentioned his big ones, but he hit 3 in the game as well.
Yeah, I don't know what his yearly percentage is, but it's not very good. So he needed a 5 for 5 game. But we have nights where we don't shoot well, but I'm usually surprised because we shoot the ball consistently in practice. Since I've arrived, I felt like we would be a good shooting team, and for the most part, we make shots when we need to make shots. And I think you'll continue to see us games where we shoot 40, 45% from 3, and we're creeping up, on 50. We've had 4 games where we're above 50 overall, and when we shoot the ball, obviously we're a much better basketball team.
Coach, talk a little bit about the turnover run you guys had early. I've been halfway through the first half. How important was that for you guys? It gave you guys a chance to really pull away from Western Michigan.
Yeah, I don't remember it specifically. I'm sure the game's a game of runs. And you just hope your runs are longer than your opponents. You hope you play closer to perfect, longer periods of time, more than your opponent, and that's what we strive for. We're not going to get to perfection, but we're trying to play perfect, and if we can play close to that for periods of time, we usually end up getting some good runs.
Before the start of the conference play, I asked you, how would you grade your team? I'm going to ask you the same thing. You're starting to hit your stride. Is this where you wanted to see him? Is this what you envisioned?
You know, I didn't know much about the MAC. I wasn't familiar with it as a coach. I was familiar with it from being in the industry, but I haven't been to these places. I haven't competed against these programs, so I wasn't trying to be coy when people would ask me where I would see us fitting in. And to be honest with you, at this point, you know, I don't know where we're at. I know what our record is. I know where we're at in the league, but I know there's a lot of basketball we play, and just like one play can turn a game, one game can turn a season, and you know, it's a cliche, but we're going to keep it one game at a time and really try to hone in on the next game, which is Ball State, and try to prepare for that, and then Saturday afternoon try to put our best effort out there. So in terms of evaluation of where we're at, yeah, I like where we're at. You know, we've got eight games left, is that right? Seven games left in the MAC. We're in a dogfight. We're in the race. But there's a lot of basketball to play.
Do you think there's more translation from what you want in practice? You see a lot more of that in games?
Of course. You want to be playing your best basketball in February, heading into postseason. And I'm not saying we're playing our best, but we're playing better. Those 2 wins on the road were big. It's hard to do, especially after coming off the loss that we came after Akron. That stung. That was hard. We led for 35 minutes. They led for 35 seconds. We were tied for 3 and some change, 4 and some change. And that was a hard one to swallow because we played pretty well other than the end of the game. And obviously that's the most important time. So this team could have easily dropped their dauber, and they regrouped, and we went to Central Michigan and found a way to win, and we capitalized on another opportunity in Northern, and then we got to come home and play here and have a game like this. So I thought those 2 road wins were just huge for us.
Spencer having 2 back-to-back good games off the bench, is he making a push to get back in the starting lineup, or is he making a push to be the 6th man for you?
I should have had him come off the bench earlier. I'm smarter than I am. So, I don't know why he's playing better. You have to ask him. I'm sure he'll be walking in behind me. But he is, and we've got to figure out a way to continue for him to play that way. That's what I envision from our fours. I don't envision 5-on-5, 5-for-5 from 3, but when our fours can stretch the floor and be a threat, it opens things up for everybody. Most importantly for Rashawn, because they can't slip off him, they can't double team quite as easily, and our scheme is set up to have a stretch forward, and it makes us, much harder to guard. And again, you'll have to ask him. I don't know, but I love the look in his eye. I love the bounce in his step, and he's doing it on both ends. We ask him to guard guys that are usually bigger and stronger than him, and it's a tough task, but he's done it without any qualms, and now you're seeing him getting a little bit of offensive flow as well.
With Anthony being a senior and all, do you sense maybe with him a sense of urgency? As we come down the stretch here, just 7 weeks to go.
He's playing with a sense of urgency. I'm not sure if he's just locked in. We're having success, and he's excited about that. He wants to be a big part of it. Or, as a senior, if he's contemplating that this is his last go-round, that's something you probably have to ask him. But he's definitely playing with an urgency, and I just want him to continue to do that because he's been playing well. He's been playing very well. He's playing with a lot of confidence. We talked about his ability as a defender, but he's doing a lot of things. He's going to the glass now. He's running. He's defending. He's being a good teammate. He's been a big positive factor for us.
Turnovers, kind of piling up at times. The defense was able to step in and get stops consistently. Talk about what they've done over the last, really throughout the season to help kind of breed the success that you guys have had.
I've said from day one that they didn't have to be receptive to us and our staff and expectations or the culture that we're continuing to try to establish, but credit to their character, credit to the type of people they are. They've tried to buy in. They've tried to allow us to coach them, and These seniors have been tremendous. Lee Lish, starts with him. He don't play as much as he'd like, and I'd love to play him more because he works his tail off every day. Sean, Anthony, Javon obviously play more, and the fact that those 4 guys have allowed us to come in here and kind of flip it upside down a little bit in terms of how we go at them and what we ask for them is really a credit to their character, and if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be having the success that we're having.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Coach.